Hey there, I'm Kat and this is Brews and Reviews. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the books that I have hauled recently, and by recently I mean from the end of October to the start of December, and you know, there's a lot because it was my birthday in the middle of that time. And also I may have gone on a buying spree because I've got problems. So before we get right into this, let me just say that I probably don't know very many details about any of these books because when do I ever know these things? So the first book I'm going to haul was given to me by my friend Dan, and it came in a book box, and I don't know anything about it. It's Wild Justice by Wilbur Smith. This, I believe, is like an action thriller. I don't really read that many action thrillers, but not really by choice. I just don't really see any around, so I don't really pick them up. So it's actually quite interesting to have this option on my shelf so I can go for it, because I really did like the Andy McNab ones that I was reading, and I don't know why I stopped reading those. Anyway, I've never read a Wilbur Smith book, but I see that he's quite a prolific writer, so I feel like this could be interesting. Anybody read this or know anything about it? Because I'm intrigued. So the next two books were part of a book box that my friends Adam and Joe got me for my birthday, and it was a really good book box actually. I wish I'd kind of unhauled it, but I was very excited and wasn't in the mood for film. It was the tea time book box, I think. My favourite item from it was like a bite-sized travel mug, because I always hate the ones that are like really tall, because I'm like, I can't drink that much coffee before it gets cold, so give me a normal sized cup one. And that's really cool. So the first book is The Scandal by Nicola Marsh, and I believe this is like a domestic thriller. And on the back it says it's for fans of Liane Moriarty, which is funny because I've never read Liane Moriarty, so it'll be interesting to read this one. I literally don't know anything about it, but I do like going into thrillers not knowing too much about it, because I feel like setting yourself up with expectations for thrillers can really disappoint you, so it's kind of good to not know anything. So the next book is Do Not Disturb by Claire Douglas, and I believe this one is about somebody coming back into somebody's life and maybe murder, so it's going to be that kind of thriller, which I always enjoy reading, so I feel like this one could really like hit the spot. Speaking of hit the spot, the only book on this list that I've actually read so far is The Appeal by Janice Hallett. This was given to me by Kayla from Crack Into a Good Book. I just don't know what to say about it because I really enjoyed it, and I wasn't expecting to enjoy it this much, but there was something about the way that it was written that really drew me into this small town drama that had big drama going on. I hate this cover, and I feel like it says nothing about the plot, so if you look at this book and hate this cover, then it has no bearing on the actual plot of the book. This is a mixed media book where a bunch of letters and texts and emails have all been compiled, and you are sort of reading through it to try and figure out who has been murdered, because you don't find that out for a very long time, and who murdered them, and a bunch of other things as well. But there are so many theories that you can come up with this book. I can't recommend it enough. Really enjoyed it, and I definitely want to reread this one because I feel like now I know what has happened, it'd be really interesting to see the clues that I missed. Kayla also got me Punderworld, which is a graphic novel that is like a, I want to say spin-off, or like at least it's connected to the Fine Print graphic novel that I read earlier this year. It's a Hades and Persephone story, but Hades featured in Fine Print, and he was so funny. I really enjoyed his character in it, and I was like, oh my god, there's a Hades Persephone one and I need it, because I just so much enjoyed that graphic novel, and I cannot wait to read this. I think it's just going to be so much fun. Hi, are you a little cold? Because it's cold outside. You're all cold with your cold paws. Hi. You want to go down? That's okay. Oh, I'm covered in dirty footprints. Thank you for that. The next book I was gifted was from Kaz from Cats and Camera, and that is Something's Killing the Children, Volume 4, which is great because I've been so excited to read this. And if I finish this one, then I am up to date with the series, and I just love this graphic novel series so much. I feel like it's creepy, but in all the right ways, and you can actually see the monsters, and they are really creepy monsters, and I just really enjoyed it. And I can't wait to see where it goes, because volumes 1, 2, and 3 felt like a contained story, and then I feel like this could be going somewhere else. I'm very excited. I need to know. The next book was gifted to me by Victoria from What Victoria Read, and that is Furyborn by Claire Legrand. And I believe this one is set in a fantasy world that has dual perspectives in different timelines, and well, it just sounds really good. Oh look, the little note is just popping out. Go back in there, little note. Stay safe. I am really excited to read this one and just sort of immerse myself into this world because I've heard really great things about it, and I know that there are tropes in here that I'm going to really enjoy, so I can't wait to read this one. The next book was gifted to me by my friend Kurt, and that is Pure by Juliana Baggott. This is another one that I've never heard of, but this one sounds really, really up my alley. And it's about an apocalypse where some people got to safety inside of this like dome that has quite an oppressive society regime thing going on, and the people who didn't get to safety have had a lot of things happen to them. Unpleasant things, and I believe it's about those two societies coming together in probably not a fun way. Almost like a good like post-apocalypse / apocalypse type book, so this could be interesting. So those are all the books that I was gifted in that time, and these are all the books that I decided to buy because I have problems and I can't control myself. The first of which was Set on You by Amy Lear, and I believe this is about a curvy fitness influencer and a firefighter gym guy. Romance, looks cute, was £3, can't resist. Another £3 deal from the works. It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I've heard this has Alexis from Schitt's Creek vibes, and I'm here for it. I just want the cute romance to see what happens. Then we have a book that I have probably should have bought ages ago, but you know, I finally bought it, so here we are. It's Acturave, Eve Brown by Talia Hibbert. This is the third book in the Brown Sisters trilogy, and one that I've been seriously looking forward to because it does have autistic representation in it, and as we know, I'm autistic, so can't wait to see how it's done because I really liked the representation that Talia Hibbert has had in the other Brown Sisters books, so I'm just really excited to get to this one. I can't wait. And then the last book on this list is another one that I just couldn't resist. I saw it in the shop and I was like, but I can't leave it because I just really want to read it. It's Legends and Lattes by Travis Belder. This one I've heard so much about. It's like a cozy romance set in a fantasy world where people try and open up a coffee shop, and I just love it. I even bought the hardback, so you know, this is how excited I am about this book. You know I hate hardbacks, but I was not gonna not buy this book, so. Cat here. I just want to say that I am incredibly thankful for anyone who sent me anything for my birthday. Thanks a lot, guys. I don't know why I didn't say in the video because, well, as you can probably tell, I had trouble just verbalizing real words during that video. Acturave, Eve Brown, Acturave. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much to everyone who did send me something. I am so incredibly grateful and I really appreciate it. So those are all the books that I've hauled. Are there any that you think that I should prioritize? Because there are a few that I'm really itching to get my hands on, but maybe next year because my December TBR is pretty stacked as it is. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!